Shemeka, awesome conversation for us today. One of my favorite media personalities, I think, has responded to my criticism. Last week or week before, I called out Joy Reid and Jamel Hill for dressing up as white women with their hair, with this fake hair, and Joy Reid's done something about it. But I want to start with a short clip of me last week at some point calling out Joy Reid and Jamel Hill for these weaves they're getting off of Secretariat and these other Seabiscuit and these other horses. Play the clip. Here's two black women dressed as white women to be more marketable on TV. This is just facts. Look at the fake hair that both of these women are wearing. Are they not trying to live up to some standard? Are they not trying to appear like white women to make themselves more marketable on TV? That was me pointing out, their thing with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the black queens ain't getting any credit because, they're not marketable and blah, blah. And, you got to act white to be marketable. Well, they do it. Now, Joy Reid has cut her hair. And I figured you'd have some thoughts about that. She kept it blonde, what little she kept, but she took the wig off and either cut her hair or exposed what little real hair she has. Your thoughts on the new look from Joy Reid?
Yes, Jason, thank you for having me on to talk about Skip Reid or J.R. Jane. I actually appreciate the new look because I am sick of black women walking around constantly saying white women want to be them, but they're in white women's hair. And I was tired of looking at Joy Reid and her Trump hairdo as she talked about him and how terrible he is. Give him his hair back. And so I appreciate her for giving his hair back. A lot of times, this is what black women have to do when they have worn weaves and wigs and braids for so long. In order to actually grow their own hair, they have to cut it all off and start over. And I'm glad that you have shamed them. So many people are getting on the bandwagon to just shame black women and say, look, if everybody wants to be you, you don't even want to be you. And we hear black women a lot of times say, oh, it's maintenance, or I do this because it's quicker, it's easier, and it's a lie. They do this because they don't like their own hair. Anything that you love, you give time and attention to, whether it's your man, your kids, your job, you would dedicate time and attention to. So if you really loved your hair, you would dedicate time and attention to it. Stop telling this lie about it's quicker, it's easier. You only do it for maintenance. You do it because you hate your own hair. So I'm actually glad that Joy stepped out to show us just a little bit that she is trying. She kept the blonde. A lot of times they say, hey, you can get rid of the chemicals or choose a chemical, be it a relaxer or the color. I see she chose the color. And now it's time for Jamel Hill to do the same because she came after me in a video talking about my edges, and she couldn't get an edge if they were handing them out for free. So that little swoop in that blonde bang she tried, we're not falling for it. Everybody needs to come clean. Keep it naked. Be your real, authentic self. Because I'm tired of black women pointing to everybody else saying they hate us or they don't want us to be who we really are when they can't do it. There was a young lady, some man told her he preferred her natural hair. And she said, well, I'm going to put my wig on because I would never do what a black man wants me to do. We constantly say black men aren't looking at us or black men don't respect us. But then when they tell us, hey, we love your natural hair, black women won't accept that. No one hates black hair worse more than black women. I'm convinced.
So Joy Reid still follows me on Twitter, on X, I'm sorry. And I don't know if it's something to be proud of or try to take credit for, but what do you think the chances are that my criticism is what provoked her to go more natural?
I think it's a really high chance because we've been dragging her. Every chance I know, every chance I get, I've said something about her hair. I remember you and Roy saying something about her hair. I've seen so many people talk about it, especially lately, because she just continued to get more blonde. And I am so glad she actually paid attention and said, "Hey, let me go out on a limb and do something real." Thank you, because she was looking very foolish. And to me, this may say she's not as well, no, she's still lost. I don't know. Sometimes though, when a woman cuts all her hair off, it starts like a new beginning for her. She's shaving all of the old baggage and she's going to become a new person. Maybe Joy will blossom after this. We can only see as her hair grows in if she'll go back to the same thing, but I'm hoping she'll, do the natural thing. And I'm glad she listened to you because she looked crazy.
Years ago, 2012, 2013, I had lunch with Joy Reid in New York. I was interviewing her when I was taking over the Undefeated or launching the Undefeated. And Shemeka, the reality is Joy Reid does think the way we think. She's been bought and paid for, and again, raised in the Black church, has those values, or certainly raised with some church values, and so she's doing what's making her the most money, because if she wouldn't be allowed on MSNBC if she talked the way that you talked, and they don't really have take a Fox News. They prefer, just quite frankly, more attractive women. And so she's not like Harris Faulkner when she started at Fox News was a smoke show. Harris Faulkner used to work in Kansas City when I worked in Kansas City. And so she doesn't fit at Fox News. So she's in the lane where she can make money, and she's just willing to say whatever it is to keep those MSNBC paychecks coming in. I don't think she believes any of it. I really don't. And having had just one lunch, I don't know her well, but then following the early part of her career, and when they discovered the stuff she was saying in her blogs about the Alphabet Crew and all that other stuff, I was like, oh, okay. She's just like us. Kendrick should do a show like that, just like us. But the paycheck doesn't flow that way. So she says crazy stuff.
Well, that makes me feel just a tad bit better because she is so annoying, and every time she opens her mouth, just foolishness comes out of it. But I want to say good job, Jason. You got into Joy Reid. Now we just need you to get to Jemele Hill. I think that one may be a little bit of a tougher challenge because she's held on to these little braids for the longest time, and she has the nerve to actually say something else about somebody's hair when she's begging for edges. So you're changing the world one Black woman at a time. I appreciate it. I hope we get to see some better things from Joy Reid because she does seem like she's a smart woman. Yeah, I think she's married. She has children. She knows the right way. So hopefully the hair will just bring us a new joy. But for now, she's going to be Scoop Ball Reid for me or J.R. Jane.
J.R. Jane, I like that. Thank you, Shemeka. Great job, and thank you guys for watching. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all your fearless friends.